Hey there, welcome to 24 Hoops. Ready to ride the wave of pure basketball adrenaline? We're unpacking all the magic that had the hardwood buzzing. Whether you're a Mavs diehard, a Bucks believer, or just here for the sheer spectacle of the game, we've got moments that define why we love this game. So, sit tight as we dive deep into those jaw-dropping plays and unforgettable nights. Let the thrill of the game pull you in. Recap number 1, Sunday night, clutch shots galore. Experience a thrilling basketball night with unforgettable clutch shots, from Kyrie Irving's buzzer beater to Wembanyama's OT dominance. Get ready for a recap of pure on-court magic. Did you catch that wild game between the Mavs and Nuggets? Kyrie Irving was straight up clutch, landing a buzzer beater with a left-handed shot that had everyone going nuts.
Looking in for Irving. Irving for the win! Oh my! A southpaw finish from Kyrie Irving!
The Mavs snagged a thrilling 107-105 win, with Luka Doncic dropping a massive 37 points. They've been on a real roller coaster this season, but this win? The Nuggets were no slouches either, fighting back from a 13-point hole with Jamal Murray leading the charge.
Into the corner, extra feed. Murray's three is good.
Still, their impressive road win streak came to a screeching halt in Dallas. Denver's been killing it post-All-Star break, but this game, a heartbreaker for them.
Out of the gates here has missed 3 straight threes and 4 straight shots. Jokic banks it in. Murray slides around Kleba with the left hand, too pretty.
Between Irving's magic and Doncic's firepower, Dallas just had the edge. What a game, huh? Speaking of unforgettable moments, let's roll into another game in Milwaukee. Seriously, the Bucks against the Suns without Giannis? They were on fire, hitting a crazy 24 three-pointers. Lillard and Portis both dropped 31 points, and Lillard dished out 16 assists, making history for Milwaukee.
5 points so far in this game. Lillard on the step back, cans a three. Under a minute to go in the opening quarter. Step back three from Portis is good.
The Suns tried to catch up, but Milwaukee kept the lead, especially with Lillard's insane threes. Middleton's back too, adding 22 points after being out for a while.
Wood pass Shaq. Middleton with a turnaround. He's so good at that on the baseline.
The Bucks are now sitting pretty in second place in the East. Phoenix, though, is hanging on in the West. Suns 129, Bucks 140. But yo, just when you thought the night couldn't get any wilder, we gotta talk about what went down in Texas. Wembanyama absolutely balling out against the Nets? The dude dropped 33 points and grabbed 16 rebounds.
Gonna run by the Nets. Oh, mama! Victor! They're trying to set up, makes the pass. And he finds Osman for the gift.
Pushing the Spurs to a 122-115 OT win and ending their losing streak. His overtime heroics were just what San Antonio needed.
Sweeping left hook off the window. Good night.
And how about Cam Thomas from Brooklyn putting up 31 points? Despite his efforts, the Spurs, with Wembanyama leading the charge, had the last laugh. Also, shout out to Keldon Johnson hitting those clutch threes, kept the Spurs in the game. Spurs game in Austin, total sellout. What a night. Recap number 2, Monday night, thrills, comebacks, records. Man, the NBA's on fire lately, huh? Next up, Anthony Edwards decided it was his turn to light up the scoreboard. Buckle up, because this ride's just getting started. Dropped 32 points with most of that fire coming in the second half, and spearheaded the Timberwolves to a 114-104 win.
Points for Keontae George. Edwards down the lane, flips it up and in from Edwards. Edwards through the defense, puts it up and in.
Utah tried to keep up thanks to Sexton and Markkanen's hustle. But Edwards was just unstoppable, especially after shaking off a finger dislocation with a wild throwdown dunk.
Over for Utah. Edwards gets it back and threw it down and one from the rafter.
The T-Wolves turned a rough start totally around, nabbing another win over Utah 114-104. What a comeback! From Edwards' jaw-dropping dunks in Utah, let's check Brunson's scoring clinic in Golden State. Dude, Jalen Brunson lit up the Warriors in San Francisco.
Games that the Knicks have played and the scores have been so low. They've been winning those games as Hartenstein has 8 and he has just 4 points, yet his team's up 11. Now I say that he gets down.
He scored 34, and with Miles McBride's personal record of 29. They started strong and never looked back. Josh Hart even landed a triple-double.
Josh Hart faked the 3, drives, and gets the layup.
The Warriors tried to catch up with Curry dropping 27, but just couldn't pull through.
Also has 9 assists in this game. Curry gets past his man, goes to the left, and gets the bounce.
The Knicks are really stepping up, even without OG Anunoby around. Insane how they controlled the game right from the jump. The Knicks clinched their 4th win in a row, beating Golden State 119-112. From the East Coast hustle in Golden State to the West Coast showdown in LA, the NBA is just serving back-to-back bangers, isn't it? Up in Crypto Arena, LeBron was all over it with 25 points. And get this, D'Angelo Russell tied the Lakers' record for threes in a season. Russell is now sharing space with legends, hitting 183 three-pointers, same as Nick Van Exel back in the day. They demolished the Hawks 136-105.
And then Christian Wood, as that's the 3rd time Austin Reeves has done that.
LeBron from Austin. Sorry, Michael.
Even with Anthony Davis playing through a recent eye injury, he killed it with 22 points. Meanwhile, the Hawks are struggling, man. Jalen Johnson hurt his ankle again, and Trae Young's still out. What a wild night in LA.
Jalen drives in. Oh, reverse windmill.
Oh.
Edwards flies high, Brunson dazzles, and LeBron rules the court. Just another epic day in the NBA Thrill Fest. Recap number 3, Tuesday night. Crazy plays, heartbreak finish. In DC, Jalen Green just went off with 42 points against the Wizards, tying his career high and steering the Rockets to their 6th win in a row with a 137-114 victory. They're now inching closer to the play-in spot.
Green turns a corner, blows by him, goes to the rim and throws it up and in. Plus the foul. Somebody got to show these Wizards how to play this game. Sit overnight.
Meanwhile, the Wizards, missing a bunch of key players, tried to keep up, especially with some sweet threes. But Green's 3rd quarter spree was just too much. Poor Wizards are stuck at the bottom with the worst record, while Green and the Rockets are on fire. What a game!
Green on the crossover, trying to get to the rim. Count the bucket and 1. Jalen Green, 41 points.
Switching courts from DC's high-flying Rockets to the gritty battle in Minneapolis, the NBA's just unstoppable with these epic matchups. Hey man, you should have seen the Nuggets barely cling to a win against the Timberwolves. Jokic was a beast with 35 points, dominating the floor, especially since Minnesota was missing their key defenders.
1-on-1 against Luka Garza. Little fade away. And he puts on the brakes.
Michael Porter Jr. showed up big time in the 4th quarter too. Timberwolves fought hard without their main guys, but the Nuggets, firing at 60%, just edged them out. That moment was tense. Edwards was on a roll, but got shut down in the 4th. But yo, Anthony Edwards almost had it tied with a buzzer beater. Seriously, between Jokic's dominance and the Wolves' heart, it was an epic face-off. Gotta love this game. Denver Nuggets win it 115-113. Recap number 4, Wednesday night, epic showdowns. Hey, you won't believe the roller coaster in Boston last night. Dude, the Celtics-Bucks game was a wild ride. Boston grabbed a massive lead, all thanks to Peyton Pritchard lighting up after Patrick Beverley taunted his teammate. Jason Tatum was on fire with 31 points, and even without Giannis, the Bucks kept it close. Damian Lillard dropped 32 points, almost had my heart stopping with a last-second 3. The game had its moments, especially when Tatum's clutch free throws and layups sealed the deal. Boston had their 7th win streak, 122-119. What a game, man. Jumping from the edge-of-your-seat drama in Boston to the heart-thumping finale in Cleveland, basketball really knows how to keep us on our toes. The Heat versus the Cavs game last night was straight fire. Rozier, the man of the hour, dropped 9 points in the crunch time, including a wild 4-point play.
Rozier tries to shed Okoro. Oh, Okoro fouled him, and Rozier has a chance to tie this game with a 4-point play.
Jimmy Butler was all over the place with a solid 30 points.
Right, we talk about our injuries, man. This team has been the most injured team in the league.
Butler will use his size on Garland. Come into the lane, float it up, and float it in. He knocks it away, does Butler from Karis LeVert.
Despite missing some key starters, the Cavs kept it tight, with Jared Allen pulling down 25 points and 20 rebounds.
Allen down the lane again. Allen lays it in. Jared Allen has 10 points this season.
But it was Rozier's night, especially back in his Ohio stomping grounds, sinking 5 of 6 from beyond the arc. Terry Rozier nailed the go-ahead three-pointer with only 14.5 seconds left, clinching the win for Miami 107-104. What a nail-biter. Switching gears from Rozier's clutch moves in Cleveland, let's dive into Holmgren tearing it up in OKC. Check this out. Chet Holmgren absolutely crushed it against the Jazz last night, scoring a massive 35 points and snagging 14 boards. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander wasn't too shabby either, with most of his 31 points lighting up the second half.
Fresh 14 for OKC. SGA pulls up right at the free throw line, and that is good. Especially against a guy like George, giving up size on both points. That time is just sticking his hands in there. How about this? My goodness.
OKC's now leading the West with a killer record. Utah missing Markkanen and Clarkson just couldn't keep up, especially with those costly turnovers. Holmgren's dunks and threes in the fourth were just insane.
Oh, they go up top again! And Chet Holmgren elevates and detonates.
I mean, this is almost...
The Thunder were on fire, shooting nearly 49%. Man, the Thunder rolled to a 119-107 victory. What a game! From Pritchard's leap and Tatum's clutch in Boston to Rozier's buzzer beater in Cleveland and Holmgren's domination against Utah, it was a night of unforgettable NBA thrillers. Man, the Thunder are ruling the West and the Celtics are crushing it in the East. Looks like we're in for some serious matchups and wild surprises come playoff time. Can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Check them out in our next video. If you enjoyed this video and dream of being a legend, subscribe to 24 Hoops. It's free and you can always change your mind. But the court is always open. Shots by shots, dunks by dunks, hoops by hoops. 24 Hoops.